So I'm sorry, but I want to show you guys this poor bull snake, this poor magnificent old bull snake that I found run over on the road last night. And he was freshly run over, so I scooped him up real quick just to, when I got down the road, check him and see if he still had a heartbeat, because a lot of times reptiles don't die right away. And I was needing to see if he was still alive and going to need to be euthanized, because they're generally not savable when they get run over. And this guy was either run over multiple times by the same person or run over by multiple vehicles, and his body was on the shoulder. So and I've seen many people do this in the past, go over onto the shoulder to run over a snake or a turtle even. But he's large. This is an old bull snake. So I'm 6'1", with his tail touching the ground. He's gonna come up to about my chin. So he's a good 5-foot bull snake, and he would have seen quite a lot to make it that big. And I just don't understand you assholes who would run over something like this, you stupid slack-jawed dumbasses who you don't know how to identify a snake anyway. Or maybe you do and you just don't care. But I'm seeing these, rat snakes and bull snakes. You got the dumbass fucking rednecks out there that'll say only good snake is a dead snake. Well, you're a fucking moron. A bull snake like this would have been responsible for the management of keeping the rat population significantly down. And rats and mice breed much faster than most other animals do. And snakes are necessary for a balanced ecology. You can't go around just killing snakes just because of some stupid, in most cases, biblical bullshit, okay, that somehow these things are evil and they need to be exterminated. They were put here for a reason too. And they've got a job to do. And besides that, when you have a nice big bull snake like this, or even a rat snake, rattlesnakes don't like to compete with them in the same territory. They're competitors. And the rat snakes and the bull snakes and your racers and all of these other non-venomous snakes, many of them are much better hunters, much more efficient than the rattlesnakes. The rattlesnakes lack the musculature. They're not as fast. They're sit and wait ambush predators. Whereas these guys, your bull snakes and rat snakes and everything else, they go out and actively hunt and track down the rodents where they are. And they're much more efficient at it. Therefore, where you have a heavy density of these non-venomous snakes like this guy, you're going to have much fewer encounters with snakes like rattlesnakes. So you're actually pretty fucking stupid to just be going around indiscriminately killing snakes just because it's a snake, or because you're too much of a dumbass to buy a field guide and figure out what they are. Okay? So this is just heartbreaking to me. This is nonsense. I don't understand why any of you idiots would want to go around killing the snakes that are responsible for controlling your rodent populations. There are far more people in all of human history have been killed by rodents than by snakes. And that's because of spreading disease. Okay, so you can take all the cobra, black mamba, you know, any kind of, you know, rattlesnakes, whatever, Mojaves, take all the venomous snakes in the world, you total all of those snake bite deaths and all of recorded history, and they're not going to equal the amount of people that have been killed by the diseases spread by rodents. So this is just, you're a senseless fucking fool to just go around killing snakes that do a lot to help control that population. And in these areas where people heavily do these rattlesnake roundups, even, I say leave the rattlesnakes the fuck alone too. But at least know what the hell you're dealing with. And, you know, just because you see a snake in the road, that's no reason to just go run over it. You're like saying, give me more rats and mice, you know, as if there aren't enough. And this just really rips my heart out to see such a beautiful old bull snake just senselessly killed like that by some probably slack-jawed rube who did not even know what they were running over. And it's so hard to find bull snakes this big around here anymore that have survived this long because of all the human encroachment around here. They don't get to live that long because stupid ass humans, dumbass rednecks, a lot of you just run them over, take a shovel and cut their heads off. You're just pieces of shit, in my opinion, to just indiscriminately kill them. And I wish, for those of you who do this sort of thing, I wish upon you a million mice and rats in your house, in your barns, in all your animal feed. May you suffer the consequences for killing the rodent control.